We are covering a lot of ground this morning, everything from improving our community to improving our health, starting with our hearing. More than 28 million Americans are hearing impaired. It's one of those things a lot of us take for granted until it's gone. Just listen to this. This is what I would sound like to some people with a hearing impairment. You can turn up the volume, but that doesn't always make it better. For millions of Americans, putting in a hearing aid is an easy answer, while millions of others are missing out either because they are in denial or don't know they have a hearing problem. Here to get your loved ones back into the conversation, please welcome Dr. Lacey Brooks from Hearing Aid Express. Hi there.
Hello.
Okay, so I mentioned that a lot of people are in denial. My mother is one of them. She says, I don't know what happened to you. You just don't speak the way you used to. And neither does anybody else she's listening to. So there is a denial factor.
Yeah, and that's a common complaint. It's usually you can hear but not understand. Other people around you are mumbling, or your television volume is up really high compared to what the rest of the household would prefer.
Yeah.
So those are some signs that you have a hearing loss that people don't always know that they do.
Yeah, and for a lot of people, it's almost like having to face that something's wrong or that you're aging. It can happen at any time in life, but they have to face that, and they don't like the way those hearing aids look, but they might not be aware that the technology has changed immensely.
Right, and speaking of the technology, I'm wearing one of the devices here.
You can barely see that.
You can't see it, no. And with that technology, things have changed so much, and over time, hearing aids, one aspect that they've always had a problem with is moisture issues. Corrosion and things of that sort just cause the hearing aid not to work.
Yeah.
And so some of the newest technology developments have got it to where that's not a situation anymore.
Right, so we have a little science fair project
yes.
that's going to take place right here. So show us that technology.
Absolutely. Well, I'm going to take just a regular Kleenex, just standard everyday Kleenex. I'm going to put it in water. You know, we all have moisture issues and humidity issues in Houston, just the fact of living here. Of course, not to this depth.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay,
sometimes it feels like it.
And it does exactly what you would expect.
Right.
It just wads up.
Okay.
The new technology is nano coating, and you can't see it or feel it on the hearing instruments. So people say, well, what does that mean? And this is an example of what this means. This tissue is coated with the nano coating, and you can feel. There's no difference from the standard.
Yeah.
Okay. So although I do not advise you dipping your hearing aids in water, I don't think anyone sweats that much or has that much humidity.
Can I get that nano coating under my underarms?
No.
But how
it's
cool.
completely
dry. Yeah, just completely repelled it. So that's great for extending the life of the hearing aid.
Absolutely. And, you know, most of the time hearing aids are sent in for repair, for moisture issues. When you have this, and it obviously works well, that's not going to be an issue anymore.
Right,
Your hearing aid's going to last longer. It's going to be more effective. You get to wear it on a day-to-day basis.
Let's back up a little bit and talk about how we come up with these hearing problems anyway. A lot of people would just simply say, well, that's just aging for you, but we contribute a lot to it.
Absolutely. Your hobbies, the environments that you're in, the areas that you work, all are dependent.
Listening to loud music?
Absolutely. Concerts, even cutting the grass, weed eating. And not having hearing protection, and causes damage to your inner hair cells and hearing loss.
The thing that makes this a problem, the reason why a lot of us don't stop doing those things, you go to that loud concert, you listen to your music loudly, is because it doesn't happen right away. We tend to respond to things that happen right away, but if this is over time, we're like, it's not going to be me, it'll be okay.
It is. It's a gradual thing, and people don't realize it until it's too late. It's like, oh, you know, one little time, two little time doesn't hurt. But over the years, you don't realize what exposure your ears are enduring. And so, absolutely, it's a progressive thing. And you wake up one day and everyone's mumbling all of a sudden.
Yeah, all of a sudden, All right, so you just showed us how the technology has changed in terms of keeping it protected from humidity. But the technology has also kept up with what we do with our phone calls, for example. That's a tough time for a lot of people who are hearing impaired to understand what's being said. But we have Bluetooth technology with regular phones, been translated into hearing as well.
Absolutely. And one common complaint with patients is they have difficulty on the phone. So now there's technology. It's a Bluetooth. You just wear this device around your neck, and the hearing aids are Bluetooth to where you can answer your cell phone through your hearing aids, as well as hear your television through your hearing aids.
We're doing an example of it right now. So you've got the cell phone.
Okay. All right. And then you just press it. Hello? Brittany?
Hello, Dr. Brooks?
Yes.
Hi.
Are you able to hear me clearly?
I can hear you just fine.
All right. Is the volume okay?
Yeah, I mean, everything's as clear as day. I can hear you just fine.
All right, well, thank you.
Now explain what role Brittany's playing, what role you're playing.
Okay, with this, let me hang up from her. What it is I'm wearing the hearing instrument. I'm wearing this device, and I have my cell phone that's on the counter here paired with this device. So you don't have to pick up your phone to answer it. It could be in your purse. You just simply press the button here and answer it. And like I said, you can hear your television in the same manner and a landline. Now, the technology is there to where you're hands-free and completely wireless.
Yeah, that's amazing. Take us through the process of if someone feels like perhaps they have a hearing issue. When they come in, what's the process you go through to figure that out?
Well, first, you'll go with one of our specialists, and you'll have your hearing tested. That's something that people should do on an annual basis. It's just like everything else, your eyes, your ears, everything needs to be...
we don't show up until we know we have a problem.
Absolutely, but it needs to be done on an annual basis. We'll sit down, take you to one of our rooms, we'll do your hearing test. You know, some people might have normal hearing. It might be something that you just monitor, and for those that do have hearing loss, there's a variety of different technologies out there that we can specifically choose an instrument in your price range and with the features that you like, Bluetooth, nano coating. Right now is the time to wear hearing aids more so than ever before because of the dynamic features that are available.
Yeah, and before we wrap up, I want to ask the audience member something. How many of you, the last time you had your hearing really checked was when you were in elementary school? Yeah, see, many of us.
Bad.
And then how many of you know somebody who really ought to go visit and get their hearing? Yeah, people are like looking like, okay, yeah. Is it your parents, everybody? Not your head? Yeah, everybody's going, it's our parents. All right, well, Hearing Aid Express has a Great Day Houston special offer for you. You can get a free nano coating plus $400 off a pair of water-resistant hearing aids. Just call Hearing Aid Express at the toll-free number 800-348-2018, 348-2018. You can also check out their website, hearingaidexpress.com. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Well, today we're